Oh shit, we're live. What up, YouTube? Get our numbers up, people. Tell your friends, subscribe, like,
That's actually
share.
good, Rob. It's weird.
Weird. Okay, that's fine.
Jaden might be into it if he's
Robception.
Jaden might be into it if he's shrooming. He might be like, "Hey, Rob, what's up, man? Hey,
Hey,
like,
everybody.
you seem really relatable."
Relatable Rob. That's gonna be this.
Relatable. Rob. Hey, man, I forget the numbers. I know there's a way to check, but aren't our numbers? We have listeners from like overseas and in other countries, right?
It's funny you were mentioning that because I was checking that out earlier today. We have listeners apparently in Greece, Russia, Singapore,
I
I
have a
believe it
theory.
was. They're just probably aggregators or something. I don't know. Who
I have a
knows? But
theory.
I'm hold on, but I'm still very surprised that, and some across the pond as well. I don't know how they found us, but I appreciate the listenership. So yeah, what's your theory, Chris? Sorry.
Ramon.
Is he all the listeners? Is that
He's
what it
like
is?
he's like on a some kind of private
He's like,
VPN or
son.
something, like bouncing around, like trying to like be like, "Oh, they're never gonna find out where I'm listening from.
So it's just
I'm gonna
him
listen to this
spoof.
podcast. They're gonna think I'm listening to this podcast from Saudi Arabia."
Is like Ramon? He's trolling us. We think we have thousands of listeners, but it's just Ramon.
Not necessarily. Does anybody know anything about these VPNs? Because I would like to get a VPN, not for the security, because whatever, you know.
For movies.
No, yeah, well, kind of for I think if you get a VPN, I've heard that you can set it to where you can just say I'm in Baltimore,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then I
or
can watch the
think
Baltimore
bigger.
Ravens.
Yeah,
I'm thinking big. Then I can watch the Baltimore Ravens play live, when it's not broadcast and nationally.
gotcha. Got okay.
Do you
So just
set
to
it
watch sports
and
teams.
you set it and then forget it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
essentially.
And then
Okay.
I did. Then the next thing I know is I say I'm in Australia, so I can watch something else or whatever. You can watch The Walking Dead. If you say you're in England, you can watch The Walking Dead finale like a week early or something.
There we
Is
go.
Or
that show still
no, a
going?
day early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. The Walking Dead finale is Sunday.
Were you still keeping up with that, Chris?
I am. But
I
I am in
want
a weird
to.
way. I think I
Yeah.
am in a weird way where many people would be the same, where it's like if something you loved a while back and you've kind of like, kind of fallen out with, but then it's like ending,
Oh.
you might tune in because you're like, all right, I want to see how it wraps up. And I'm kind of, you ever heard a show, like you love the show, but then it's like its finale is coming and you're like, good. I'm kind of glad because it needs to end.
I
Mhm.
feel that way about This Is Us, but I didn't watch the finale. I like hung on and then I was just like, I'm
This
good.
Is Us. What is that?
It's the one that had like it was like a family show.
Oh, everybody dies.
What?
Everybody dies in that show or something like that.
Like the dad, it's like a flashback show. It's got Mandy Moore in it and that cute guy. I can't think of his name.
Y'all just love to be hurt, don't you?
Ventimiglia.
You just love to be hurt.
Milo
Yeah.
Ventimiglia, right?
Yes,
Milo?
that's what I'm talking about. The dad. That guy's cute.
Yeah, he talks like,
Yeah,
what's
he's got a
his name?
weird mouth, right?
Yeah, and he played Rocky's son in Rocky Balboa.
He did, and he was in something else
Heroes.
Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
Also,
was he? Oh,
yes.
shoot. Never mind.
Well, he plays the
I'm a
role
nerd.
of Krusty Skeleton in this show. Eventually. Spoiler alert. No, it's like emotion porn, like sad emotion porn, that show.
Yeah.
The anime is ripe with that shit,
I
bro.
never watched it, but I've seen just from the headlines, it's like, man, they're just like hurting people, like they're hurting millions of Americans. Like they're tugging at heartstrings,
Yeah,
just like,
they're emotionally
man, that's like,
manipulating us,
it's very manipulative. Yeah.
and they're getting rich off it, man. What do we get in return?
I don't
Find out
know.
next week.
I don't know what we get.
Emotional blue balls. I don't know.
What do we get? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
good.
know.
Emotional blue balls. Yeah, that was me in high
You know what
school,
we get?
middle school.
We get finales like Lost.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, we get like terrible like TV series finale. That's what we get.
Whew. I
We get
remember.
disappointment.
So I was never a Lost fan. I never jumped on the craze, none of that. So I was just throughout the whole arc, I would just sit back and just watch everybody take in, like, just watch everyone enjoy their fandom, just live in it, revel in it. And then finally, when it was time for it to end, I tuned in for the finale because I already knew like the gist of the show. So I was just like, all right, let me see. And watching the finale, I was just like, really? That? All right. I hope you guys enjoy that. And everyone was just same thing. It's just like, fuck this ending.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the dragon show too. I didn't watch that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
everybody hated the ending of that too.
Game of Thrones. Yeah, I never got it.
Yeah.
I tried. I watched
I
like
thought it was
maybe
fine.
checked out 3 episodes and I was like, nah, this isn't gonna be for me.
I thought the Game of Thrones finale was fine because I was like, again, I was in this mindset where I was like, just get this. Let's be done with this.
All right, so that
I'm
actually
tired of this. I'm tired of every Sunday night tuning into this for like getting my hopes like for like, you know, a 100 to getting a 90.
Mhm.
Because again, it's like the psychology of expectations. So I was ready for it to be wrapped up. So when I think a lot of people complained about Game of Thrones that it like was really fast, and I was like, thank you for being just get it done. There's no need for this sermon to be 2.5 hours. You know,
Yeah. We can condense it down, do it.
7 minutes.
So are we gonna
I
start?
was okay with that. Yeah, I need to take a break real quick. But fast, and I was like, thank you. Oh, I think we're live. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
So
No
go
breaks
do
for
your
you, buddy.
thing. Damn, checking out the chat right now.
All right, I'll be right back too.
The chat is good.
Yeah, man, the chat's lit. What's up, chat?
What's up, chat? And what's up, Chad? All right, good. What we got?
Tommy Shenanigans. What's up, bro? Making a
Yeah.
lo-fi beat, smoking and listening to y'all. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love
Lo-fi.
lo-fi. I have a whole bunch of lo-fi playlists downloaded on my on Spotify. So if I'm ever working, I want to chill, kind of clear my mind, I'll listen to a whole bunch of lo-fi, which is cool, because there's I don't know, it's a good relaxing type of I guess you would call it a genre or a style.
Yeah, it's a
Right?
vibe.
Yeah, it's
totally.
a vibe.
As the
Yeah.
kids say.
It's it makes me feel some kind of way.
Oh, it's good to have you back, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
How was your oh, no, actually
we
we'll save that for the actual.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
We
when they
had
get back.
Yeah, but
Oh, fuck.
okay. We got obviously we're on the chat. Quana,
Monk,
Tommy
what up,
Shenanigans,
Monk?
and I think I know who he is, but
Mr. Q or QU?
yeah,
QUE? Mr.
I-
K?
yeah. Who are you?
Identify yourself.
Identify yourself. I'm sorry, but MK M what?
We don't respect the anonymity on the show. No, just kidding.
Yeah. It's a little fun, but it's nice to know who you are.
Or if you're in the Endless Ranters group, just let us know there. The Facebook group. And if you're not, join up.
Join Endless Ranters on Facebook, the Facebook group, private group. Join our Instagram. Hit us up. And if you're from obviously from the US, hit us up. DM us if you're from another country. That'd be interesting as well.
Oh, it's Messiah. What up?
Oh,
babe?
Messiah. Oh, right on.
Oh, I thought it was Monique. Darn it. Hi, Messiah. Not darn it.
Hey.
Messiah, but
All right, I'll be right back. Just gonna take a quick toke.
Okay. Oh, a toke. Yeah, I could do that too. Robbie,
Hey,
how are you?
good. How are you?
Good. How's the baby growing?
Oh man, the baby's growing a lot. No, the wife, every now and then she says that Sophia's hitting me, Sophia's kicking me, and obviously, it might hurt her a little bit, but it's a sign, it's a good sign. The baby's
It gets
grow.
painful in the end, and she's so tiny. Her belly's
Yeah.
so tiny, so she's just all baby.
Yeah, that's what people keep on telling me, that she doesn't look pregnant
No,
and all
gosh,
that
I was.
stuff.
Whew, there was no denying that I was carrying around a baby.
Yeah.
That's cute. She's got a cute little one.
Yeah. But yeah, things are going well. We thanks for your gift. For those who actually I had a registry. There were a lot of friends and assholes and endless ranters listeners that sent something. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Quana and other folks. I just got a gift from Emmy, Paula, and Olga today.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it was one of those chairs. What do we call them? The high chairs that.
Nice.
Yeah, you can adjust them and everything. So thank you, appreciate it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Yay.
and a lot of clothes. We got diapers. I don't know. I think we're set.
It's so funny that I ordered the grandma's little princess. I literally can't see. I need to go get my eyes checked.
You know what, Quana? Yeah, you ordered that for me, and that was the exact one I wanted to get for my mom.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Well, congratulations to her.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she's
I thought that
excited.
was a cat in Messiah's thing. I should have zoomed in. It's Sadie.
Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Oh, yeah, we got to make an effort next week to just be done at 9:55 or whatever.
Yeah.
8:55.
We'll just wrap a little early tonight. We won't go as long. I mean, unless,
Let's see. Been listening to ACS this week. You know what? He's been having. Well, I know we haven't really officially started, but there's been a lot of comedians, like stand-up comics, the past few days. Which
that
is
guy
pretty cool.
today was funny, Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging that there's a lot more comedians coming out to the show.
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah. And well, look, I hope Bob Bryan feels better soon, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's start. Let's start.
Yeah.
Start.
129.
Go ahead, start recording the audio, Chris. Three, two, one.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 129 of your Endless Ranters podcast. Thanks for watching, listening, and subscribing. We truly appreciate the support. My name is Chris, and I'm one of your hosts for this evening. Robbie is back tonight. What's up, Robbie Spotlight?
What's up, homies? How's it going? Yay.
Going well, man. Good to have you back. We'll check in on you in just a minute.
Thank you.
Quana's here. Soggy Mom is America's favorite. Soggy Mom is here. How you doing?
Hey now, Soggy
Hey
Mom,
now.
I love it. It makes me think of cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah, I
like
know.
crunchy, like you put the milk.
The opposite of crunchy is soggy.
The
I
opposite of
gotcha, I
granola.
gotcha.
Cereal. All right, Mole Man. Hey, the man with the plan is back. Producer Manny, what's going down, Mole Man?
I'm just glad I didn't have to use my AK today, Chris. How are you?
You didn't have to use what today?
My AK.
Your AK?
Yeah.
Is this a rap lyric?
Yes,
It's
it
a
is.
good day.
You're dropping on us right now, sir?
I might be doing that.
Today was a good day.
Yes, sir.
That's true. I was trying to think of a rap lyric, but I have none. I'm just kidding.
Fit it.
You're too coy, man. You know more than you like to let on.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
It turns out that Chris ain't so white after all.
Never said it was.
Oh
Go.
shit!
Other people have slandered me.
Oh, my world is spinning.
People like Jane. People like Hi Hat Laura.
Oh yeah.
I'm
What up,
talking about.
Lars?
Mhm. Slanders, racial attacks, but it's fine. I'm tough. I've my people.
White people are doing okay.
We've endured things like the recession in the early 2000s. That was brutal.
Mhm.
Brutal.
Yeah. Brutal.
A lot of pools didn't get put in that year. Those years. The pools didn't get put in.
Instead of 18 holes, you had to golf 15 holes.
Yeah, a lot of executive courses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was such a classification for
Holes?
golf courses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they go by different names, but they have like miniature courses. They have like they can be called par threes.
Right.
Executive, like that is something like that is something when you can just sell something that's just smaller and weaker and just less than, and you just call it executive. But I swear that's what they do call them, executive courses. They're just shorter, like quicker. I guess that's the thing. Like you can get through it quicker, faster, or something.
Yeah, it's designed for the executive on the go. It's like, yeah, well, I know
Yeah.
that you're busy, so let's just.
On that subject, we're selling the executive package to our Endless Random subscription.
Brought to you
The executive gold package.
Tell us more about it, Chris.
Oh boy, that
Just
glass
kidding,
of
we don't have
wine.
What's
offerings
included?
whatsoever.
What's included?
Wisdom,
Is
I'll
peace
throw
of
in feet
mind.
pictures.
guaranteed guaranteed parenting excellence. Guaranteed
Yes. Parenting.
in the state of Texas. Guaranteed parenting excellence. I don't know what else is in it for the listener, the viewer. Looking at Robbie's spotlight every week,
Yeah.
We're gonna learn about him being a dad. It's gonna be that's something to
that is going to be
subscribe
good. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking like Robbie's schedule is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The in-laws are coming in 2 days.
Oh shit! Here we go. For how long?
For maybe 2 months
Oh.
here
Okay.
at home.
Oh.
Hey,
So like
so-
a weekend, but you're saying it feels like 2 months.
No, it's actually probably it's gonna be like 2 months living here with me.
Oh,
That's amazing.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just-
I am down with
Just
that.
2 months. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
Only
lucky.
2 months. I
That's
love
Feels
so
like-
lucky.
It feels like a year. No. I mean it's a year, but it only feels like 2 months. Yeah, whatever. They're really helpful, is what you're saying.
You are right. They are very helpful. They will be very helpful.
I'll tell you
yeah,
what.
When you get to sleep at night, you're gonna be grateful, sir.
you
You're gonna
are
be like,
correct.
ooh, those
You
are
are
the most
correct.
helpful people I ever
Dude,
met
having
in my
good
life.
good grandmas and like grandmothers and mothers and mothers-in-laws and stepmothers-in-laws. If you have a good bench.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
I actually I like them. I like them. Except I've told the wife that her and my her dad, whenever they get together, they stress me out.
Oh,
They
Right.
man, they crash. They're always bickering at each other. But she says that's
They like
just how
look
they
at
are.
you. They look at you and point and like
And talks in
whisper a lot,
Mexican. They
Lot
talk
of
in
eye-
Mexican.
eye rolling and whatnot.
Yeah.
a lot of whistling.
Yeah.
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 Hey.
He's like, look at that cabron this and cabron that. Yeah, okay. I know you're talking about me.
No, it means healthy young man
That's right.
in English.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In English.
Mhm.
Hey, so catch us up. I know you were absent the last couple of weeks. Well, what if I might ask? What
Sure.
you up to?
Sure. Busy with a lot of mostly, I think, family stuff. This week I've really been busy with work stuff. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna be doing a fire drill training and a refresher with my work staff. So I got to go over that. Hopefully that goes well. But last couple weeks, let's see, last Friday, we were still setting up for baby shower that we had with friends and workmates and stuff. And we were setting up, and I was kind of nervous because I'm one of those types that I don't want to run out of food, but then I don't want to have too much food. And then in my mind, I'm like, well, what if not enough people show up? Oh, it's gonna be so embarrassing if maybe 6 people show up and I've got a whole table full of. I'm gonna go viral. Oh, this guy's baby shower. Well, no one showed up.
Oh
It was
no.
JV.
Yeah. So, but thankfully, people showed up. Friends showed up. Let's see. Luis and Shailene showed up. Friends of the show, and people from co-workers and all that.
It looked
good
like
stuff.
you had a secondary baby shower too, a backup just in case the first one failed.
Well, my mom and dad and the family and the church folks had one for us as well. So my cousin's been she was setting it up literally for months. Every little few days she'd come up with some new like thing that she'd get for decorations and something with the name and this and that. And turnout was good as well. A lot of gifts, a lot of clothes, gift cards, which all that is appreciated. And that was fun. Food was good. So
I thought it was sweet that they built an actual manger for you.
for me. Yeah.
It's like, look, Christmas is right around the corner, so fuck it, why not?
Yeah, it's traditional.
Yeah.
Harkens back.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun. The work one we had at work, we have our tenant lounge where I work. There's a ping pong table. There's a lot of comfortable seating. There's enough space. We had some music. My boss said, "Hey, do you mind? Do you like what is it? New Wave? Is it New Wave? The Pet Shop Boys and all that stuff." I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, cool. I'll put it on a speaker." And hey, well, I don't mind.
I had a Pet Shop Boys tape back in the day.
Yeah.
West End Boys.
Oh, West End Girls.
West End Girls. Okay.
West
and then they had like another
Girls.
Pet Shop Boys. West End. Yeah, that was weird. That was prog rock, I would guess. They had another song too. They had 2 songs, I think.
Yeah,
the Werewolf in London song. Is that what you're talking about? Why is that in my head?
Ooh,
No.
Werewolf in London I love that. There's a Spanish version, or there's a few Spanish versions.
We have to share that
For
in the
those
group.
Spanish, I know. I wish some of you would speak Spanish because there's some
Me
good
too.
quality music out there. Yeah,
I could take an attempt.
you should.
I think you should just throw the fucking songs out there anyway. Make a
Yeah,
playlist.
I like Spanish music.
Make a
I
playlist.
like the
and,
music.
yeah, and
I
just
can't
share
remember
it.
what the Spanish word for dog is.
Perro.
Perro.
I know gato. Oh, perro.
Yeah.
Perro and London.
What's that?
Wait, yeah, what's the second one?
Dog in London.
Oh,
Oh.
London, Londres.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but werewolf is hombre lobo. Yeah.
It's pretty.
Oh, no, you know
You're
what,
close.
Juana?
You're close.
It's called the song is called Lobo in Paris.
There you
Werewolf or Wolf in Paris. Oh, it's
There was
an
a
awesome
movie,
song.
Werewolf in Paris. I think
There
that was a movie too.
American. It was a sequel to American Werewolf in London. It was American Werewolf in Paris, which was not that great.
That's the one that was more recent with Benicio del Toro.
That one was I think it was just called Werewolf, right?
All
Or
right,
the Werewolf.
We better move on.
Don't get me started
Someone's
on
going to get offended.
Yeah, we don't want to offend the wear community.
It didn't do well. That werewolf movie didn't do well. And then years later, The Mummy, which is another Universal property, the old classic Universal
The
monster movies, right? Yeah.
Right.
The Mummy, the monster from the Black Lagoon, all that stuff. The Tom Cruise Mummy movie didn't do so well. I remember watching it and it didn't really impress me much.
Right.
The Brendan Fraser
Fortnite
one
Frank.
is way better.
Yes, exactly. That one was much better. Part 1 and 2, 3, was it 3 where The Rock showed up as Scorpion King?
I think so. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Scorpion King's graphics, the
They
the
were
CG was,
very
oh yeah,
dated.
yeah, very dated. Yeah,
They
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
hold up.
yeah, does not hold up at
It's
all.
like
Even
the
at
Cyclops.
even at the time that it came out, it did not look good. Like a
Yeah.
lot of probably PlayStation 2 games were
You're
better
right.
looking. Yeah,
You're right.
but I sidetracked Chris. And we haven't even, have we
No,
said
you
hi
didn't.
to Quana already? Quana,
Yeah.
how you doing? Yeah, we
I'm
did.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, with Soggy Mom got covered.
Oh yeah, Soggy Mom. Yeah.
Manny, I want to say you're is it producing where you added the X-Files theme song in there when Chris was on his little fit? Was that what's called producing? Because that
Yeah.
was Chef's Kiss in last week's
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, yeah. I listened to
Good
that.
job.
I listened to that today
You're
because I was
welcome.
like, I wonder what we talked about last week.
If for those of you wondering, it's the timestamp is it should be 1:31:45. Should be.
Yeah,
Cool.
very funny.
I'm glad I listened. I mean, the main, I think I listened to our episodes because I'm like, every time I listen, I'm like, oh man, I was about to talk about it again this week.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm glad I listened because I was about to bring that up again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right.
I appreciate the due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
But I did appreciate that. What we X-Files or something?
Yeah, because we were discussing how the porn industry has conditioned a lot of dudes to think that women don't have bushes or hair in general.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm, mm.
And then it was just you went on this little like conspiracy tangent.
That whole
Yeah.
part is very embarrassing to Quana because of the whole hairless stuff.
Oh,
that whole
yeah.
that whole thing, that whole
You know
episode.
what?
I have to go on record. I don't mind women with bushes. That's fine. Moving on.
Yeah, it's a
Word.
sliding scale of
Well, for those, if you've visited San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf,
A
there
lot of
used to
women with
be
bushes there.
there used to be the Bushman,
Oh,
but
what?
the Bushman. But if you're from San Francisco, look him up, Google him. He would hide and he would get these like kind of bushes and like leaves and stuff.
Oh, I think I saw.
I've
a
seen that
video
guy.
of yeah, on
Yeah.
YouTube or something a long time ago, or I read an
Yeah.
article. Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking with a girl back when I was like maybe 19 years old, and we were walking, and I kind of for a split second saw him, and the guy jumped out and scared her, and then she started crying, and
Oh,
but she was
no.
crying out of being like she was out of anger, and then I was like, I wanted to laugh, but at the same time, I was annoyed that I didn't catch it in time as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Bushman.
Okay.
Is he still
not-
around?
You know how it's Gallagher? There was Gallagher 1 and Gallagher 2. I think the original Bushman died, so there's
one took the
Bushman
mantle.
2. Yeah,
The branches were passed instead of a
That's-
torch.
yeah, exactly. The branches.
It's your
was
turn
cool.
now.
So, you know-
you got me thinking of the Grease Man too. All of a sudden,
Oh, the Grease Man. Each city should have.
pre Howard Stern Grease Man, like
Mhm.
that was weird times.
What about the poor man? I didn't really, that was not really my time, I guess, or my city.
Me neither. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everybody's doing okay.
Yeah.
Is that a background, Manny, or is that your wall?
So that's a photo of one of the
Oh, okay.
boards I have up here. Yeah.
All right, that makes more sense. Robbie's kicking it in the
Mojave.
purple, yeah, the purple Mojave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quana's got
It's
a
my-
nice fire
yeah.
kicking.
There we go.
Me, I'm just sitting here. Let's start the show. I got a special shout out, and it might lead into some discussion about Christmas stuff.
Mm.
My shout out is to person, worker in factory, wherever you may be, Philippines, China, Taiwan, wherever.
Indonesia,
That
Guatemala.
exactly that
Peru.
that puts the pre-strung lights on pre-lit Christmas trees.
Bless
You
their
be-
heart.
You bless their hearts because they do
Yeah.
a job. They do a thorough job. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
You may be asking why would you even notice this? Well, so we got a Christmas tree many years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. It was like one of these like tall Christmas trees with pre-lit. And it's got tons
Yeah.
of lights in it. But then like, the last few years, it just like the lights start going out
Oh yeah.
and you're looking at this tree and it's just like becomes a real frustration. I know there's people out there that are hearing this that are like, yeah, I bought a pre-lit Christmas tree a couple years ago and now half the lights are out and I'm like struggling. I bought a tool, I bought something, I bought a bunch of extra lights. I'm like spending a lot of time
Right.
during a time of year that should be joyous.
Is it a
Mhm.
lot of time? Are we exaggerating a little bit?
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
It's like, and yep, I feel your pain. Tawana doesn't feel your pain because she's
She works for Big Prelit. That's
Heartless
why.
and
My
hairless.
lights are lit year round. I always
Hairless
have
and
star lights
heartless.
up.
Hairless and
Hairless
heartless.
and heartless. That's my
But
middle name.
it's frustrating and you're just like, man, I bought this damn tree. So what I did this year, because we were like, we got to throw this tree out. We got to like give it away. And I'm like looking at this tree, like this is a high quality item. I'm like channeling Adam Kroll, like this is a durable good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of plastic, a lot of petroleum goes into this. I care
Right.
about the environment a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't want, and also my money. And I don't want
Right.
to throw this tree away and have to buy another tree. And so I went through this entire pre-lit 10-foot Christmas tree and cut off every clip, string, zip tie.
You went
But
in
this-
on that bitch.
I went in on it. Yeah, I was knee deep in that tree with like a little like clipper, like little wire cutters. And I removed every single light from that Christmas tree. And I got an unlit, unprelit, high quality Christmas tree that we're going to just put our own lights on every year.
Okay.
Perfect. That's
Hand
smart.
down to our children
Children.
and grandchildren and grandchildren. I can go on and on.
Family
But
tree.
you understand the great.
Yeah.
You just keep adding greats. You understand that whole thing,
Oh,
how that
yeah.
thing works.
You could probably figure out how to
Hand it
pre-light it yourself, like, and then zip tie it on and same difference.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's the plan. It's
Okay.
not so much figuring out. It's more like we're going to light this thing up and then we're going to put it away
Okay.
and then hope the lights work again next year.
Yeah.
The lights we put on. But then again, it's just a nice tree.
I like
So-
it.
Shout out to them because man, I was like the whole time I'm thinking, damn, like this person's got to have small fingers,
Yeah.
incredible manual dexterity,
Yes.
hand-eye coordination, or not even eye because they're probably doing this like with their eyes closed. Like
Yeah. Of course.
we're talking thousands, maybe
That
millions
makes
of clips that I had to cut. Maybe in the million, maybe in the millions.
Yeah, that would make for a long day.
At least
even
6
an
hours.
intermediate- Yeah.
It looks like a 2 to 3 day project.
For you? Or just building one tree?
No, me. Oh, the
okay.
tree's easy to build. It's like, you take it about, it's like 3 parts.
Okay.
Plug it in, it lights up.
Yes. Good. Are you a get on your roof guy? Roof? Do you say roof or roof? Roof?
Roof. I say roof.
Roof?
I say
Roof.
roof.
I
Roof.
say roof. Roof.
Yeah.
Everybody here is roof, I think. Yeah.
Good.
Team roof.
Roof.
No. We have a service that comes out and did our lights. I think we talked about that last week.
Wow,
But
you're fancy.
Well, la-ti-da.
Ah, Lati.
I am going to get up on my kids for it. No, it's really not expensive because there's like the whole neighborhood does it. So there's an economy to it.
Ah, okay.
Like everybody does it. So
Oh, I
it's
should
like-
get my neighbors to go in on like a package deal.
Pretty much.
That's smart.
yeah. Once somebody in your neighborhood figures out there's a business to like putting up Christmas lights and then taking them down and storing them, and it's just like,
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
probably
they
doing
store
all
them
right.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they come back and then the next year you just pay for them to put them up.
Okay.
But no, I'm gonna Griswold our kids Christmas, like they have like a play swing fort set in the back. I'm gonna Griswold that thing out once we have everything else done.
All right. Well, I want to see pictures.
Do you have your Christmas decorations up, y'all?
Nope.
No.
No, but we were just talking about we still haven't really seen a lot of the lots with the Christmas trees around here. So we want to get a natural one, a real one.
Well, you're
But
on San
once-
Francisco where they sell like upside down Christmas trees.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Trees in distress.
They hate it's a war on Christmas here.
This tree was rescued from Colombia.
Who decorated who?
This tree came from the Ukraine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I just realized there's somebody. There is at least one person in our country, 99% female, who is having a blue and gold Christmas tree this year.
Is the tree blue or is it gold? It's green.
Freedom and stuff. Yeah, there's at least one. I mean, I'm saying at least one, but I think there's probably hundreds of Americans right now that have gold and blue Christmas trees.
Or they at least have like a one of the ornaments is blue and gold.
Trump behind prison bars.
Yeah. There's a market.
Oh,
That should be our
solidarity.
merch.
Solidarity with stupidity. That's what it's all about. I stand with them.
Yes.
I stand with those dumbasses.
I stand with whoever Facebook told me this morning that I need to stand with. My friends.
Well,
I remember I had
won't-
to ask you, I'm like, what is this? What are we standing with? I have to ask you guys sometimes. Like, I don't even know what it is. I see something. I'm like, okay.
come next Friday when I decide to listen to this episode and I'm reminded that I thought of a blue and gold Christmas tree. I'm going to search the internet and I will find next week. I will find a blue and gold Ukrainian Christmas tree in America.
Yeah. I bet you
yeah.
will.
With a woman standing next to it.
I bet.
I'll keep an eye out down here, let you know.
Nice. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Not in my neighborhood.
You
It
guys,
would be for those two.
what's in your neighborhood right now?
It's a lot of I don't think they're supporting that.
Are they so it's just like empty lawns, or are they putting up like
We have almost every house has an American flag hanging in the front. They're loud and proud out here.
nice?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I'm proud to be an American.
That's right.
It feels like a simulation. It's a weird, it's really weird. It's
My mom's
I love living
neighborhood-
here, but
My mom lives in like a retirement golf community.
I used to live
It's
in
like
one of
you have to
those.
be 50. You can't live there unless you're 50 or older.
Right.
But like, yeah, it was like going through there a couple days ago, like Veterans Day, like the weekend of Veterans Day.
Oh.
And there's literally like 8,000 flags in this neighborhood. Like not the people on their porches, but like along the street, like every 10 feet, there's a little flag.
Yes.
It's a lot.
Yes. They had ribbons tied around all of the trees driving in on the neighborhoods. Like,
Yeah,
it's
this is-
weird out here.
Yeah,
And
this is not like I went to Lowe's and picked up 10. This is like, no, I had to order in bulk
yeah.
like months in advance to get this many flags.
Yes. Yeah. It's good though. I mean, I like neighborhoods like that. The neighborhood that I lived in before, I lived next to people for 13 years and I didn't know them. 12 years, didn't know them. I moved in, I was here 2 days and they invited me to lunch. I've been to their houses. If you get sick, they bring you over stuff to eat. I mean, this is a really nice community.
Yeah, it is
Cool.
those types of things. I've experienced that. They can be borderline cultish, but also good. Like that, but then also just very very earnest and wholesome, and
Yeah. Well,
people like really like earnestly trying to be like, how did people deal with this a long time ago? Well, this is how
Yes.
they dealt with it. They brought casseroles and like whatever. Like they brought things that would save a family in trouble like a lot of time.
my neighbor across the street is an EMT, and the like 2 days we lived here,
Brought you
they had
drugs
a
and stuff.
they had a card with
painkillers.
their
I
phone
can-
numbers on it. If in case of emergency,
That's
call.
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I called them when I dropped a box on my Achilles and it like sheathed, like the skin just fell down. It was really, it was like, I probably should have gone to the hospital, but I called David and he came over because he's a paramedic and he was like, I mean, it could use some stitches, but we could butterfly it up. Done. Never had to go to the hospital, nothing.
Mhm.
Just, he hooked it up for me.
I don't know
Shout
if
out to
I don't
David.
think I don't think
Shout
I
out to
was
David.
on this. I didn't mention it, but I don't. Was it like a week ago? I took CPR class,
Okay.
and what
infant CPR.
yes, it was included, and I guess it has to be included
Included.
now. So now
You get kicked out.
Included
The
in having your
CPR
baby?
bundle package.
Robbie got kicked
Having
out
your
when he was
happy
like,
baby.
Robbie was putting his hands together like this and like pounding on this little baby doll's
It's like,
chest.
breathe, damn it, breathe.
Like, you need to leave, sir.
yeah.
Stay with me.
Yeah, so I'm yeah, hopefully I don't need to use it, but now I'm a little more prepared just in case.
Yeah.
Robbie's got this baby doll up in the air like, whoosh, wake up.
Robbie, I have a
Love it.
question for you.
Yes.
You're near someone that needs CPR, but they have herpes.
Oh
Do you help
man.
them?
I mean, if it's an if they don't have do I know that they have it?
Yeah, they're like in the middle of a flare up.
Oh shoot. Oh man. No, you know what? I'll get like a bot. I'm gonna get like a water bottle. I'm gonna cut it, put it in their mouth, like
Oh, so
back.
you're
No,
gonna-
they're like this, and then I'm gonna blow into it. And
I saw, you know what, Robbie, you don't have to do it. I saw a TikTok of a paramedic the other day, and the homeless guy said he was choking on pizza, but he was fully talking. He was just like having a mental break.
oh yeah.
He's like, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna breathe on my throat?" And she's like, "No, sir,
Nope.
I'm not."
Yeah. So
The
yeah,
correct
okay.
answer is you just walk, you just like,
Just
you just
ignore.
walk.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah, you just like look down at your phone like you got an important message call or something.
It's
Just
So-
your mom. You
No,
gotta
the-
go.
like someone else in the crowd's gonna be like, I got this.
The first step is if they need CPR and if they have herpes, I'm not going down on you, first of all. All right. Then we can figure out the rest out
Later.
later.
Yeah. You
Okay.
don't carry, it's not like you carry a
Alright.
dental dam in your pocket.
Use this as my disclaimer. I ain't going down on you.
Robbie's like, are you close?
Well,
Yep.
all right.
So now that that's settled,
No CPR with the hurt. Got it.
yeah.
But he is, only baby
You're certified.
certified. You
Are we
should
talking
say I'm
about
only
Chris-
baby certified.
Are we talking about
Mhm.
Christmas decorations or I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, we were talking. I don't know how we jumped from.
No, we're talking about
Sorry.
Robbie. Yeah, Robbie's got a
Yeah.
lot of stuff going to learn a lot of stuff about
Yeah.
things. A lot of
I-
hypothetical, like
Yeah.
slapping babies.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta, practice. Well,
It's like-
hopefully not practice, but mentally. I'm
Yes.
trained. I'm trained now.
I'm a little worried. You could tell me in a couple years because I took all those classes multiple times, and I remember being in those classes thinking like, this is really important. I got to remember this. This is really important.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's real simple. Like they're just like, just take two fingers and just do this. But in my mind, I'm thinking I got to do something great. I got to pick this baby up by the foot. I got to
Yeah.
swing this baby around. I got to do something extreme. But in the
Mhm.
class, they're just like, no. Stay calm. Two fingers. Just like press like a half-inch down. Or else you're going to break them. But again,
Nice.
you're like instincts kick in. You're just like, I got to cut down a tree. Like this, my baby's in distress. I got to cut down a tree or something.
That's why I said to Robbie, there were no classes when my kids were little. So I just became an expert literally when my son was choking to death on a banana.
Well, didn't you have
Yeah.
like knowledge passed down to you?
Oh, please, no. I
From
was
the
alone.
ancestors.
Yeah.
Nope. No. I mean, I wasn't taking bay leaf baths back then. So my ancestors weren't speaking to me.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
we'll have to get into that more because I'd like to know, like, because you have a heritage and,
I do.
but I guess it's like a lot of people, they have a heritage, but they're not really, they haven't always been 100% connected with it. And they weren't connected with it 100% when they really needed to be, So,
Mhm. Yeah.
You mean
There
on
is.
Christopher
Heard.
Columbus Day?
mm-hmm. Yeah, when the baby's about to pop out.
Mm.
And you're just like, ancestors help me.
Yeah, no one was there.
And they're just
Just
like,
me.
like we were trying to help you a couple years ago. You were like, no, we'll go party.
That's how they all eliminated, her people. They gave them
Her people.
CPR, the monkeypox and the herp and all that stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, they brought all that stuff.
Yes.
Hmm. No, thank you, Chris.
Yes.
Columbus.
It is
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
crazy because it's not, it did happen that way and it's like brutal, but it's like they didn't know.
Mhm.
They had no
Or
idea. You know?
that they were covered in disgusting disease.
They had no idea when they were like just taking and raping the indigenous people and like imprisoning them and like they had no idea they were
Yeah.
bringing in a contagion.
No, how could
They're just
they?
completely innocent people, like
Yeah.
just coming across, like taking people, like filling out journals of how they were just taking people.
They just thought there was like pregnancy and that's it. Oh yeah, we're gonna impregnate a whole bunch of,
Yeah.
The science wasn't out yet.
It's really crazy. Like that's one of the things about the Hoteps Have Been Told You podcast, like that got me hooked several years ago, was like they were just reading Christopher Columbus's journals.
Mm.
And it was funny the way they were doing it. But if you really just read the journals, it's like, it is insane. Like modern man is insane because he's just like talking about other humans like as if they're animals. It's like it's really like psychopathic,
like specimens or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, like it's just like I'm paraphrasing, but it's like he's just like writing his journal, like, yeah, showed up. These people, they like this one, like they didn't know, like looked like they knew what was going on, but this one kind of turned me on, so I took her.
Oh man.
And one of them seemed mad, so I, had my men take him and tie him to a tree. It's like it's really like psychopathic, like crazy. But they had no idea, like they.
Mhm.
We're not really
better.
sympathetic.
I'm not sympathetic at all, but it's like really like
It's more jarring to you. It's just like, wow,
documented
were people like this?
Documented like natural born killers, like that movie. You remember that?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yes, I do.
Crazy.
Hey, speaking of movies,
Mm-hmm.
went to go watch Wakanda Forever. No, we talked about it briefly in the
You guys
group
went to the
chat.
theaters, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you guys think? I haven't seen it yet.
Half of us have seen it. Quana and Manny have seen it.
2 thumbs down from Quana. I enjoyed some of the fight scenes, but overall, it's just like, what the fuck did I just watch, man?
Was it like a whole mishmash of whatever? They didn't know what to do with it.
A lot of
Too much.
Yeah. Angela Bassett's arms can only carry so much of a movie. Let's just
Yeah.
that is, I mean, she's great. I'm obsessed with her. Stella got her groove back like 20 years ago and she still looks so good.
Right.
Mhm.
But how much of a movie can you
Word.
actually carry? Like, she's not an action hero. So
I have to.
Yeah, they do kind of, I think they do. Like, she's a very powerful woman, like has a serious presence, but they kind of like, they're just like, let's just plug that in.
yeah, it's too much. It might have been the nacho cheese for me too. I was upset about the nacho cheese situation at my theater. So
Right.
it might have been better for
condiment
you, Manny.
problem.
Yeah.
Well, what they dropped the ball on the condiments or what?
It was
what
the
happened?
nacho cheese was the consistency of juice. Like
Ugh.
it's supposed to be a little bit
Oh,
thicker.
yeah.
It's supposed to have
It's supposed to
nuts.
be thick. Yeah, for sure.
But wasn't like jalapeno juice.
It was just
No, just
thin. It was just like it just was so thin. It's ridiculous.
It was
got on my
really
sweater.
stepped on.
It didn't. It was so stepped on. Yes. I'm
Wakanda
sorry. Like
Wakanda
lady-
Forever, tomato on Rotten Tomatoes, 84% with critics, 95% with audience.
really? Wow.
I'm a little surprised based on just like headlines or Twitter comments here and there.
I have
And
to-
also Manny and Quana
I have to warn you, Robbie.
are in the
brace yourself.
5%.
Yeah.
we're the bad guys in this movie, us brown folk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You alt-right Latinos.
They did that
and
guy
brown
wrong.
folks. Yeah,
They
yeah.
did him so dirty.
And can you and we're the wetbacks in the movie.
In the
As well.
water. They're
Literally.
in the goddamn water.
Exactly.
Dirty. They did you dirty. They did your people dirty.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, if anything, it's keeping up. Sorry to cut you off with
Yeah.
Hollywood traditions. Always disrespecting the brown man.
The brown man, keeping the brown man down.
Yeah.
Well, I for one, I'm gonna wait for the Disney Plus release
Right.
because I told you guys I started watching the Eternals a couple months ago and I dozed
So
off.
boring.
I was at
Boring
home. I
movie.
dozed
Man.
off. And it's supposed to be supposedly one of the most beautifully directed Marvel movies, maybe, I guess, but it doesn't take away from it being boring. Sorry, I don't know.
You just killed Iron Man, you dumb bastards.
Yeah,
That's what it comes. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You just killed Iron Man. You just had a funeral. Like, I don't have a lot of emotions, but I didn't like it. I didn't, it hurt a little bit. Now you're gonna try to do other movies. No.
I'll say
I
this.
Yeah.
Black Adam was better than the Black Panther.
I gotta disagree on that. I enjoyed Black Panther a little better than Black Adam.
You did?
Yeah.
my
Oh,
goodness.
Manny's in the 95%.
All
What
right.
would explain why on Rotten Tomatoes did 95% of the audience like?
They probably had good nacho
Panther.
cheese. It might just be.
I think so.
it might
Secrets
just
in the
be that.
cheese. Yeah.
It might just be that.
Manny, you seem like you got like one thumb up, one thumb down. Like, are you in the 5% or the 95%?
I'm more in the 5, not the 95.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think so many people liked it? Just hard up for movies or action or something, or
Maybe because the
There's-
guy died.
I mean, there's that too. There's the Chadwick Boseman passing away. I
like
do
a
like.
sympathy, like they went into it like feeling like
Well, they did have like a beautiful little tribute to him in the beginning.
Yeah, the
Oh,
opening
okay,
credits,
okay.
that was pretty nice. That was a nice little send off there. It was just all him, all like the
I didn't
footage from-
understand the Kevin Smith tweet that they posted in the group where he said something about like the mid-credit. What was that about? Like, was he just crying about the end? Did they have like a secondary part after the credits?
during the credits they must have had something.
So yeah, during like in the middle of the credits, they'll insert some scene that ties into some other movie or something that's coming up, and then after the credits, there'll be another scene that ties into some other series franchise. So it's just like,
I told Bill that we should stay, and he was like, "F this movie," and we left.
Yeah, they usually do end credit scenes for most of
Okay.
these Marvel
That's what I
movies.
thought.
all of them.
But
Yeah.
I was so over it, and I had cheese on my sweater, like I said. so-
Even if you like the movie, it's just like, man, I want to go. I want to leave. You know what I mean? I got to pee real bad at
Yes.
this point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got to
The
sit
lady
here,
next
just
to me
wait.
had a full bottle of wine just for her, like a full
Nice.
bottle of wine with a carafe and everything. It's like,
Damn, she brought the carafe too. Fuck.
She's sneaking in, or
No,
you
they
guys got
gave it-
different laws out there?
Yes, they have like
Holy
a movie
carafe.
theater that has like drinks. You can have drinks and
Oh yeah,
food or
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Gotcha.
But I mean,
gotcha.
you order a glass of wine or you order a beer or whatever drink. But she had a whole bottle of wine. I was like, respect that. Bold choice.
What kind of theaters do you go to? Do you go to like the one where they have the sofa or like recliner seats and all that?
It doesn't have a recliner seat, but it's like it is you have a lot of leg room.
Mhm.
It's like if you were to go to a theater and that seat section in the middle that has like
Mhm.
the leg room, it's like that for every seat though. It has a lot of leg room, which I appreciate. But they also they bring the food to you and they bring you drinks in the middle if you want to have a beverage in the middle of a movie.
I kind of had
Cool.
this idea back in high school of
Yes.
like really like, because back then it was just like every movie theater was the same. It was just one chair, one seat that flipped
Yes.
up, like the base flipped up and sticky
like,
concrete
springy.
floors and all that. Yeah.
Yes.
And I would remember thinking like, as we would like sneak beers into movies in high school. And like, I remember thinking like, there should just be sofas in here
Mhm.
and this just bring you beers.
Yes.
And then like 20 years later, they did it. Like
Yes.
Studio Movie Grill and like iPin and like,
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a
Flicks,
studio movie
like-
girl.
yeah, all these places. And it's like, they were
Yeah.
like, they stole my idea.
They did. They did.
There's a movie theater in Oakland. I don't go to Oakland much, but it's called I know, right? The New Parkway Theater. The New Parkway Theater. And in that theater, they have all types of seats in the theater. Like there's 2 screens only, 2 auditoriums, and they have couches, they have like recliners, they have like those school desks. Like they get creative with they get
My
really-
idea at the time was like you would have a theater, but it would have it wouldn't be all sofas. It would be like sofas for the lovers.
I was
yeah.
gonna say that could get
And then like,
messy.
like regular, like the seats, like the 1980s
I'm
movie
gonna
theater
get
seats for the front, like for the cheapskates. And they're like, like recliners for the, the loners.
I'm gonna get
Mhm.
real esoteric with it and just have like it's gonna be like I guess maybe at a raised angle, but with some bracing or some support to keep them in place, but hammocks.
Hammocks,
Oh,
yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Or those
Uh,
hanging. Oh no, I guess that would
A
be bad
tent,
for
a
people
tent for the
in
hippies,
A yurt.
a
Yeah.
yurt for the natives.
there. Mhm.
Oh man. I like this.
I think I can claim. I think like some of their, like in my grandmother's side, like they claim that we had like Cherokee something or other.
Hmm.
You and Elizabeth Warren.
Mm-hmm. I like to keep my indigenous roots to myself,
Yeah.
you
except
don't
for
like
now.
to flaunt them.
Except for right now, where I volunteer them.
Oh, okay.
we
I
weren't
thought you-
even talking about them.
Yeah, no.
Honestly.
Except for right now, where I just bring it out of the blue.
You
Okay.
just like to flaunt it whenever convenient when it's
Mhm.
convenient for you.
Mm.
We like you. You don't have to be Indian. It's
Well, when I
fine.
applied for college, I used the Asian thing when I applied for college.
Of course. Why wouldn't
That was the
you?
thing at the time, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
and so they
that.
didn't let you in, right? They're like, you gotta pay, work your way up extra.
No, that was when we
Different
loved
pigment.
Asians.
There was a pigment that overrid the Asians back then.
Wait, what?
That's true. When I was a little girl, I remember the first time I could feel the brownness of my skin. And I thought, when I have kids, I want them to be white. And boy, did I knock that out of the park.
You
Yeah,
delivered.
we've already established you need eugenics. So your whole reproductive theory is eugenics. Like, I'm going to make me a blonde baby.
Yes.
Get all the
I did it.
advantages of that. It's like Messiah with his perfect Labrador walking around Central Park.
Yeah, that he can't yell
It's all a plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Quan-
anyway,
Quanah's dream would be like the movie. Remember The Village of the Damned with
Xanadu.
Christopher Reeve?
No, it's Xanadu. It's definitely Xanadu.
Xanadu. The Village of the Damned is this town. It's based on a book, and I guess these kids are like the tagline is "Beware of the children," but they're all blonde and blue eyed.
why are creepy children so scary? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you just kick them,
Yeah. I have a creepy cat.
but it's weird when like your kids come at you and they're all creepy, like with weird, like in those movies. You're like,
You can tell when kids are like there's something off about
Yeah.
weird kids freak me out more than
like Chucky. Like, I mean, the prime example is Chucky. Like, I kicked Chucky down a flight of stairs.
Yeah. Chris, we already know that you have the ability to fight off anything that's coming at you
you.
except for a scooter.
Well,
Or
the
beast.
ground was coming at me and I fought it off with a barrel roll. Didn't I?
Wait, the
Sure.
barrel roll or shoulder
I
roll?
will not be defeated by nature.
No, it was barrel roll.
Oh,
It
okay.
was barrel roll.
Shoulder roll, barrel roll, whatever. Pop up, clap.
Yep, the
pose.
clap.
If you have the clap, no CPR for you either.
No, he clapped.
Yeah.
That's obvious, Robbie. Come on.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Say less.
CPR's for weak people. You should get struck by lightning.
I think I told you guys some time ago, a few years ago, with my then girlfriend, now wife.
Oh,
We were eating.
That was like derogatory than like complimentary.
I
I
was trying to
know
cuss
it
her
took all
out.
sorts of turns there, man.
We're like this gold digger, like my wife. Like what?
Took a turn. Well, we both bought torta cubanas, so those big tortas, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we're watching like some TV or something, and then I took
I
a
don't know
bite.
what torta is.
I took a bite out of it.
I was
So
playing
there's-
along as if because maybe he would explain it anyway.
So I took a
What's
bite out of it.
torta? I don't know what that is.
Torta.
It's slang for
Cubanas.
pussy.
Some kind of bread
Well, it is
bread
it is.
product,
He's-
round,
he
some kind of
told me this, he was
round
like
bread
this.
product.
It is, Manny. It sure is. But so I took a bite out of it, but there's different kinds of meat in there. Okay. So I took a bite, and then I guess the meat, I took a bigger chunk than I should have. And all of a sudden I start I'm like kind of choking, and she's like, "Babe, are you okay?" I'm like, "Hold on." So I was like, and I was like, I'm gonna either I don't know what to do. So I tried to swallow. I closed my eyes, and I'm like, hopefully my throat opens up a little bit. And then I swallowed the big chunk of meat, but that hurt me. That hurt me. Like I was able to go down, but I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die.
Yo,
Yeah.
Spanish lovemaking is crazy.
Yeah. And then I proposed.
We're passionate lovers. Hispanic people.
This happens to me with Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time I leave that restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
I take the chicken nuggets so hard to my throat that I choke
yeah.
almost
Just
every
wolfing them
time.
down.
I was ready to say the safe word. Our safe
That's
word
what I
that
was
we have.
saying. Like you gotta,
Yeah.
you need to, yeah. Like
Yeah.
your safe word is Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. Pleasure. More pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna say, I'll be honest, I'm gonna have to listen to this later and to try to comprehend what I'm not sure what we're talking about. We're talking about food or talking about sex. I'm not even I don't know. Fast
Yeah.
food
No, I'm just saying.
rankings,
Yes.
autoerotic asphyxiation.
We're jumping all over the place.
I have
Are we
no
honestly.
doing-
idea.
I thought we were doing chicken rankings.
It's torta cubana asphyxiation.
That's where it all
Yeah.
started
Mm-hmm.
with
We
this.
still
It's
don't
alright.
know what that is.
Yeah.
A
That's
torta
a big,
is just
that's
it's
a big Cubano. Is it have ham and
It's ham,
bacon and turkey?
hot dog, probably bacon,
Hot
uh,
dog.
bread. Yeah.
I've never had one with a hot dog. So the ones that I've had has always just been like ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, some sort of mayo and
Spicy mustard.
Yeah. And also I also like to have the bread toasted,
Mm-mm.
give it a nice
See?
little crisp.
If
And
it's
what do I
choking
say?
you,
I say macho Cubano.
macho cubano,
What do I say?
torta
Oh yeah,
cubana.
torta. There you go. And then they also have another variation where it's called a torta ahogada, which is
Oh yeah.
same thing, the torta, and then they just drench it in your choice of sauce, and it makes the bread super soggy. And
Ooh,
Yeah.
go find yourself a good torta out there. Monkey
Where
Kid's
do I
uncle
even
said,
find that?
Well,
just hop on Google and then tortas
Okay.
near me, and then see what comes
Torta
up.
Cubano. Okay.
Monkey's
Yeah.
uncle said, Isn't it a fluffy tortilla? No, like a fluffy pita bread. No,
No,
it's bread.
Yeah.
It's bread. So it's a Mexican sandwich.
It's
Yeah.
basically a Mexican sandwich. It's heavy duty. It's big. Or the torta is a Mexican sandwich, and then torta cubana. It's basically, I guess you throw. It's the
It's got a
everything.
pickle in it.
I don't think it has a pickle.
You could have one on the side.
It's just some insane euphemisms.
Because isn't a Cubana sandwich like traditionally it's like ham and
Cheese.
bacon, I think, with like a pickle, maybe turkey, like a Cubano. That's like a Cuban sandwich, right?
Okay, so what is
I've
the torta cubana? The torta cubana is a Mexican sandwich filled with various meats, cheeses, and sauces. The sandwich gets its name from Calle República de Cuba, the street where it was invented in Mexico City, Mexico. So it got its name from the street Calle República de Cuba, but it's a Mexican sandwich. So yeah, like Manny said, various meats, cheeses, and sauces.
But yeah, I've never eaten one that where they throw in a hot dog in there. Just always keep,
Doesn't
keep
that
them
cover
honest.
every
a Cubano is a
sandwich?
variation of a ham and cheese sandwich.
When you say various meats and sauces, doesn't that cover every sandwich ever known to man?
It does.
Well, yeah, but it's
All right.
That's got hot dogs in it, and that
Right?
looks amazing. Oh,
At this point,
my goodness,
I am
Kylie,
95%.
sandwich. I'm in.
I'm almost positive at this point that we're talking about food and not sex.
Yeah, no, I'm in.
Almost positive.
For food.
Oh man, this is better than a lot of sex. Most sex. Oh, so good.
Robbie's wife is so pregnant. He's like,
Yeah.
this is that's
Hey,
a good sandwich.
Sympathy. I'm sympathy pregnant as well.
I meant to ask, what is the countdown? How many days?
Ooh,
You're close. You got to be with less than 30 days, right?
Yeah, about 12 days or so.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Baby Sophia's
Yeah. I'm gonna bring her and I'm gonna show everybody. Hey,
I love that name. That's a beautiful name.
It's a great
Right?
name.
Yeah.
It's a dope name.
yeah, thank you. It's my mom's middle name, and I think it's a perfect name for our daughter.
My
Yeah.
girls love this Disney show called Sophia the First.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool.
But it's a beautiful name. It's a beautiful name. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually looking
Sophia Loren, right?
Yeah, and she was she's still around, right?
Yes.
Is she? Yeah.
I
She
think so.
and I'm sure she's still like
She's
really
still around, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, she was
She's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Man, classic Hollywood
Remember her
beauty.
in the Grumpy Old Men, the older Sophia Loren, even still so beautiful.
I think
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
dead. I think she's probably gone.
We'll
think so.
Google it.
Right.
Let's see. Somebody
That's,
on that.
Yeah. There was the Sophia Loren and Grumpy Old Men. And wasn't the woman that was girlfriend of Elvis in that movie too? Forget her name.
Presley.
But looks like she's 88 years
Lisa
old.
Presley? Lisa?
No,
That's
Sophia
his
Loren.
daughter.
88.
What was that? What was Lisa Marie Presley's mom's name? Yeah, though she's still alive.
Yeah. Okay.
She was-
Anne Margaret is what I'm thinking. Anne Margaret.
And Margaret, yeah.
She used
yeah,
to go out with Elvis.
Wasn't Anne Margaret and Tommy, the musical, the
Probably.
movie that came out?
I think she was in Bye Bye Birdie.
Wasn't she in Tommy though, too?
She was
Talking
in Viva
about
Las
Tommy,
Vegas.
Isn't Tommy
Bye Bye Birdie.
the Who musical? Or something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was in Bye Bye Birdie. Tommy, yes, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
Tommy.
you should look at that. Well, look at it in privacy mode.
Oh, okay. Shoot. All right.
Just to let everybody know, format change. Endless Ranters podcast is all about musicals now.
Yeah.
The Book of Mormon.
I've seen Bye Bye Birdie. I've passed by the television a few times when that's been on because my girls, my wife, love that.
Really?
And Margaret looked different. Yeah, like for a long time, the only image I had of Anne Margaret was older, right? Like-
yeah, but I've seen,
But yeah, like in Bye Bye Birdie, she was like like 20 something. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
yeah, and she used to do the dance. You know how they would kind of shuffle and dance.
No,
You know,
continue. If you
They
do
would
that
move-
do it a little longer. I might, maybe it'll kick it. Maybe I'll remember if you do that for like another 5 minutes.
They would move their hips. This was before Shakira.
Yeah.
was-
Who's going
yeah.
to jail? I heard Kylie told me the other day she might be going to jail for tax something.
This
Tax
is
evasion.
insane. We need to attack.
I didn't know
Spain.
this was still going on. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Like it gets in Spain. In Spain. So I watch a lot of soccer. So apparently part of Spain's game is like they like get their celebrities on taxes.
Yeah.
Like famous soccer players, famous anybody.
Like
if you're
mafia.
famous in Spain, like they're gonna get you. Like they're gonna draw up in court. And then also if you're like you're Shakira and you're like from a Spanish speaking country or yeah, okay.
Did you
Good.
just
Yeah,
give a
she's not
wink?
Portuguese. she's Colombian, I think.
Yeah.
So like it's like a whole nother, they're like holding you ransom. Like Spain's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you want to speak Spanish and sing songs in Spanish and not pay taxes here?
Mhm.
We're gonna hold you up in court. Like Lionel Messi, famous soccer player. He got done dirty by Spain.
Shoot. That's mafia.
He got dragged through it big time. Yeah, like the whole thing. Like he's like the best soccer player in the world. At the same time, he's got like Spain threatening jail over taxes on him the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
Mm-hmm. Chris,
So
so
we're talking about
Monkey's
Shakira.
well, let me go back to the sandwiches real quick. Monkey's uncle says that there's a sandwich called muffuletta, is a famous Italian sandwich invented in New Orleans with cured meats, ham, and salami, provolone cheese, olive dressing, and great bread. So yeah,
God,
this is
Monkey's uncle.
Muffaletta, something like that.
Make that
yeah,
for me.
muffaletta. Don't tell
Let's
Vinny we're
go.
talking about
Slide
bread
into my
and sandwiches.
DMs with that.
Yes.
I've heard of this. Like I don't like the muffin. That sound in my sandwich.
Yeah, muff.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't like the muff.
might be hairy.
Yeah, like earlier, you were talking about Mexican sandwiches and stuff. Like I don't want to get in your personal life.
So
But, you know,
racist.
We're
just
talking about
sandwiches.
tortas. We're talking about muffs.
Yeah, but muffin, that has like a sweet kind of. I'm thinking blueberry muffin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you understand. Like sandwiches, they're good. They're good. So various meats with various sauces in between bread.
That's a
The winner.
sandwich. Yeah.
That's a reason why we know the name of what was it? Sir Sandwich.
Mr. Pickles.
Mm-hmm. There's like
Yeah.
a famous person that his name was Sandwich. That's how we
Oh,
shoot.
yeah.
know that.
Really? Oh.
It might be that I make sandwiches every day of my life.
I might be thinking of like a
Literally,
bony like back to school
every day of my life.
special.
I think
You make
might be-
sandwiches every day.
every single day of my life.
And wow.
What kind of
Okay.
sandwiches?
Rotisserie chicken with shredded cheese, and
Mm,
that's the current menu.
that
Sometimes
sounds pretty
changes.
good.
I think Monkey's uncle saying Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy.
God, I love Monkey's uncle.
Yeah,
Shout out to Monk.
I feel like it's Rich.
that's why we know this guy. Like,
Yeah.
I hope he's good. I hope in
Because Rich
heaven.
is very smart. Like he knows so many things. He knows all the things.
I don't know if Monkey's uncle is rich.
I think Monkey's
Who's
uncle
Richie?
might be Rich.
Richie,
No,
He's
it's
rich in
not.
spirit.
Jordan said it's
the other
not.
Richie.
Jordan said it's not. Or not Jordan. Jaden said it's not.
Okay.
He did. Go
Mm.
back and listen to the film, buddy. He was
Well,
on 2 weeks ago.
You're not sure
And
if
he said,
Jordan,
"That's not-"
Jaden, like, Jason.
Uh,
Jason said. Have you guys? Do you guys have crypto?
Not yet.
Do you know anything about it?
I think I
Uh,
do, but you know what? I'm not good at this.
I'm still learning about it.
I did the whole Robin Hood thing, So I've got like 300, $200 invested on something. I don't know. I'm not good at that.
I'm kind of similar. Like I don't know much about it, but I like a couple years ago, I'll just take $100 and just buy like Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. Just see just because I'm curious. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
now that I have something, now I can watch a number, like a real number. So now that $100 is like $20 now.
Yeah.
But it's like that's kind of why I did it. Because I was just curious about like what are people talking about. So I guess this past week there's been some big crypto exchange, which is like just a website basically like that collapsed. FTX.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Have you seen all these headlines?
I've caught a few what is it? Video essays about it on breaking points, but here and there.
Yeah,
Same.
I have not
It's-
heard what their
to me,
take on it is. So curious what it is though.
It's so new to me. I don't know much about it because 2-3 days ago it just was all over the place, right? FTX.
Yeah.
they're going to close it
Well-
down because of what it funded. That story is gone. I don't know why we're even talking about it. It's gone.
I don't think it's gone because there's like if you go on the internet right now, you're going to see a lot of new stories made in the last 5 minutes about FTX, this website. But I was more curious about like the people that lost their money in this latest scandal, Ponzi scheme, whatever you want to call it, like literally like just gave their money to like strangers on the internet.
Is that, but I think they made money like in
Because
the middle of
Tom
it
Brady,
though, right? Like, didn't they actually make money
a few did,
Not
a
everybody.
few did, because their whole, the whole thing with Bitcoin is like, you're not going to use it for anything. You put $1 into it because you hope that it'll be $5 somehow for doing nothing at all except for having an account.
Oh, is that
That's probably why like there's not a lot of sympathy for this whole thing that's going down. Like people, like billions of dollars lost.
right?
Not a lot of sympathy because people kind of have this feeling that like people that invest in Bitcoin are like there to like try to like quadruple their money without doing anything.
Right.
No
That
one
whole
really
thing,
feels
all of it
sorry
feels
for
weird.
that,
Yeah, no.
At the same time, they are also victims of fraud. They really are. I mean, it's like you're dumb enough to put your money into this, but at the same time, those people were actively like preying on you.
I think there's
Mhm.
a lawsuit against Larry David and a couple of the other people.
Oh, there's just getting started. This is just
Yeah.
there's so much money in this.
The
Billions.
Larry David.
At least $8 billion is the minimum amount that consumers will lose in this thing.
God
There'll be
damn.
a lot of lawsuits against Super Bowl commercials, the Super Bowl itself, the NFL for having the Super Bowl commercial that talked about crypto. It's interesting because it's like there's like it is all very much based on like
can't anybody buy a Super Bowl commercial? So I mean, are they really?
Yeah, anybody could. Yeah.
And then couldn't anybody? I'm sure somewhere in the contract it has to be. I mean, how are they liable? They were hired to do a job. They're actors. They get hired to work.
I was just kind of
their
like
job.
I don't really believe that. I'm just kind of like saying like that's the way the dominoes will fall.
Sorry.
But like bottom line is like no one made you click
submit or okay or accept to when you put your money into this, like just a website. Just a website. It's
Isn't it weird too? Like if you lose your number on your thing, like that's your money's just gone. Isn't there something like to do with that too? Like with crypto? I don't know anything about it.
Well, I bet you that like for older folks like myself, none of the three of you, of course, but older folks like myself, like have this weird like thing, like, what if I lose that number?
Yes.
And I think younger folks like you can never lose that number because it's like, because they've already younger people,
like people lose their wallet or something,
right?
right,
But
Robbie?
you've
people
heard
this, right? About the crypto wallet,
right?
Yeah.
You're talking like an old person, which I am. I admit.
I am
like,
too.
Younger people know. Younger people have. I'm thinking about the scene in Avatar where they connect their tails, like their rat tails.
Yeah.
Like Avatar is just a glorified movie about rat tails.
Movies.
But like younger people have like willingly given themselves up to the Borg, the internet, the Internet of Things, to where they've gotten themselves in a position where they literally can never lose. There's always a backup.
Oh, right.
To get that number.
Yes.
But the flip side of that backup is like you've given yourself up to this.
Monkey's uncle says you just email it to your phone and text it to your email. See if that's Rich, and Rich is actually that brilliant.
Monkey's uncle is older. Now I know Monkey's uncle is older because that's like the smart older person is like you just email, like you like do something really basic. Younger people don't think of that kind of thing.
Yes.
Younger people are just like, I'm in the algorithm.
Yes.
The algorithm will never forget me. I am one with the Borg. Older people are like, I will email it to myself
and to my grandmother,
and I will put it in the cookie jar. I will print it on my DeskJet, my HP DeskJet printer. It's almost out of inkjet cartridge, and then I'll put it in the cookie jar. But yeah, like a lot of people that gave their money, like, so anything financial. So like, it has me feeling good because I have a Wells Fargo account, and wherever I drive across town, there's like Wells Fargo buildings
Yeah.
that. So like my belief system is like those buildings have value.
It's a
So
false
Wells
sense of
Fargo must
security.
have value. Yeah, exactly. It really is.
It so is.
Wells Fargo's leveraged up to the tail because they don't own those buildings at all. They owe money on those buildings. Yeah.
They
But
pay
it's
rent
like
every month.
all money, all like financial systems are a confidence game. So like Tom and Giselle, the way I've worked it is like they really are like a big part of it because like FTX was like nothing, and then like Larry David, Tom, Giselle, like you should log in and create an account. We're
But
gonna make
Larry
it really.
David was skeptical in the commercial. He was like,
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're
"Oh,
gonna make
Larry
it.
David."
He still got paid, didn't he?
I'm sure he did.
And
yeah.
he knew who that. He's a smart. I think Larry David's smart, so he knows what grift he was part of there. So like, so again, like these systems are based on confidence. Like my confidence in Wells Fargo, as false as it may be, because I see signs that say Wells Fargo, in strip malls and whatever. But like Tom and Giselle like signed on to FTX. And
now they're broke up.
Yeah, people like
It scares me.
this is a marriage that lasts forever. Take my
Who's
money.
gonna get us in the divorce?
He's a winner. He's the best. And they're look at their kids are so beautiful. Take my money.
Yes.
Not only does the stock market ruin the economy, it ruins fucking marriages.
But like the confidence part of like, what was it that?
What if that's what broke up their marriage? Like they knew about the break of FTX before.
Hey.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
heard it here first.
Ooh,
folks.
hey, hold on.
Never
heard it
trust
here
a German that was born in Brazil. That's for damn sure.
No, Quana, when you get divorced,
Tell
one
me
of them
more.
can keep the wealth, right? So, whoa, I think you broke the story. Seriously, if they sue one, like both of them as a married couple, that's
Wow.
one entity. But
Not
if
if
they
your
break
marriage
up,
license is in Brazil and your last name is Bunchen, but you have a Brazilian passport and your parents speak German. Things are dodgy.
yeah,
There's
Yeah.
questionable things in your past.
Are they friends with Oprah?
Probably. Yeah.
He said,
But
yeah.
yeah, so like that's a big trigger. Is like what propelled this company from like $1 billion to 30 billion was like Tom and Giselle, like people signing on and people like, oh, I trust these celebrities.
Did they lose money too?
Oh yeah. Well, they lost money, but they're
Oh,
fine.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Okay. You sure?
Well, they have people that are like that
You're
silo
able to
everything.
take this loss. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
like
Because
that
Billy Joel
that
lost all of his
silo
money,
everything.
you
Like
know?
I guarantee you, Tom and Giselle were deeply invested in FTX through a LLC in Panama.
Gotcha.
Like that's how much they believed in this product and this service and this guy and this website was that they had
Allegedly.
they had a like an LLC offshore that like totally protected them from any liability.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so yeah, like a lot of people lost a lot of money because like famous celebrities were like, this is a good idea.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And the people like the real culprits, like the guy that like this Sam Bankman-Fried and whatever, like the people that backed him, like the real culprits are like, yeah, like we know exactly what we're doing. People are suckers.
Yeah.
People are suckers.
That guy is crazy looking. Is that that's
Mhm.
the Rocky guy?
Yeah, I mean they couldn't get any crazier. It's like it's a movie. There'll be many movies made about this.
Big bushy hair, wild looking eyes.
30 gamer
Sit still.
owned another company that was like trading stocks and stuff, and like his girlfriend that was also part of his harem was the CEO of this other
That
company.
guy had a harem?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Manny, what are you doing with
It's
your
real-
life, bro?
It's really
Come
crazy
on.
stuff.
Wow. You need
I'm
to,
not,
you know what? You just need 2 girls to agree. And then the next 8, they just roll in by themselves. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh man,
This whole thing is a
Interesting.
crazy, like, it's a crazy story of
I'm
like
going
a
to teach you how to be a
global.
network marketer, and then you can do it. You can just translate that to harems. It's on. And tomorrow we'll talk. Let's do a 10-minute meeting.
you got it.
But it is like a global confidence game, you know, like
Yes.
just really is like, phew.
Wow.
And that's what like the, you know, the New York Stock Exchange is like a global confidence game, but it also has like all these laws that protect it from never ever failing. So it's like
Yeah.
major
I feel like
safety
that's a
nets.
market where they keep people out by making it like, oh, like we all said when this started, oh, I don't know how to do that. That's the same with the stock market. Like they keep people out of it because, oh, I don't know how to do that. I think it's a little bit sketchy.
I'd say they're just like masters of psychology.
Something like that.
From like the dumbass that has a couple bucks to put in like a small time E-Trade account to like the billionaire who is like stupid and like just inherited the money and just like doesn't know what to do with it. Like they're just masters of psychology, like taking advantage of everyone from like the union worker to the billionaire. Yeah, it's kind of impressive, you know.
You're
on
getting
some scale.
wealthier.
But yeah, like
Ace.
it's just it is a confidence game, and it's like yeah, like a lot of people signed on to like this, put their money in this website. It's just a website. After that Super Bowl commercial,
Wild.
Don't
Mhm.
trust the people.
I
Don't
wonder what
trust
the
them.
numbers look like from the day before to the day after. Be interesting to see that. Is that
Big.
available? Big.
It is.
I think they should be.
There's
available.
more. There's more coming out. There's things like so this company had divisions all over the world, and there'd be like an employee in Australia who would be like, yeah, I just spent this on this thing, this get together for clients, and they would just put it through like their Slack channel. Like it's like really crazy. Like they wouldn't put in like any kind of form or any kind of like official tool or anything. It was just, they would just chat. They would just have a chat group, be like, I just spent $5,000. And then they would just like Venmo them or like Bitcoin them, whatever, like $5,000.
Isn't Venmo wild? Like you look and you see like what your friends are just buying, like the weirdest stuff they're buying.
Yeah.
I do have weird
Isn't
things
that
about like,
weird?
people that don't set it to private. Like, why? What is it that you need to? Why do you need people to know that you paid Jenny for cheer lessons?
It's weird, right?
It is a bit odd. Yeah, I never understood that about it, but
Or like emojis. Like, I guess you know went out for seafood last Friday night, and you had owed them $40 for crab legs or something. What? Oh,
Yes.
now with all this muffaletta talk, I'm thinking like maybe it could be something else. Be code for some kind of sick, crazy business.
Yeah.
well, speaking of sick and crazy,
Yeah.
we're going to be doing a new segment on the show because I somehow ended up on the mailing list of some random ass websites, and they are right with interesting stories that I would like to get your takes on and
Hell
create
yeah.
some interesting.
Are you talking about next door?
Now we'll touch on next door next week, but for now we're just gonna call this website Q. No affiliation to our very own
I
Q.
was like, you know what? Why are all the
Quora?
cues crazy? This is horrible.
All right, so there was plenty, but I'm gonna start this one off light. Is it wrong to punish a 13-year-old child for bad grades by locking her in a closet for 6 hours? Why? Why not?
My cousins used to do that to me when I was little, and they would play Hell is for Children, and it was a nightmare. It was a literal nightmare.
Jesus Christ.
Cousins are
I
the worst.
once went to visit a distant relative, and they had a really mean. I was like 8, and a really mean cat. I locked the cat in the closet on purpose.
For getting bad grades or
Nah, just for being mean. And I remember like people were like, "Where's the cat?" And I was like,
oh.
"But I put
Where
this
is
cat.
it in
This cat went in the closet." I was like, "I'm gonna lock this cat in the closet." Wouldn't do it to a child.
Yeah, no, that's
Well, I wouldn't do it to a
horrible.
13-year-old. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
15.
You know, Chris, you should probably just not do that. You should never write about it on a website either if you're gonna lock a kid in
None
a
of my.
closet.
I don't have any closet locks. I don't have any
That
locks. on
person wants
closets.
attention, Manny. That's not a real story. That person wants
No.
attention. If you're
Mm.
locking a kid in the closet, someone's going to call CPS. Your
The
kid's going to
person-
call CPS.
The person may want attention that posts that, but I would like to hear some of the answers
Yeah,
because the people that are answering like sincerely,
Oh no, they're mad.
like I was pretending to do, are like, yeah, have real sincere feelings about it.
Let me see if I can find it again, because honestly, this
What,
thing,
Manny? This is your
No.
thing.
I know it's my thing, but this website, dude, I'm telling you, like the thing auto refreshes after a bit, so it's just I lost the fucking story. But essentially, there was one reply where this lady said that her mother ended up getting locked up in the closet when she was a kid, and even at 65, she always had to, whenever she was moving into a new place, she always had to check the closet situations. Could they be
Mhm.
do they have locks? Can it be opened from the inside? And then at one point she ended up just building like one of those little mini houses, and instead of having like a door, she had like a sliding barn door type thing, because she was like, I'm overlocked doors. Like
It is a good question about humanity in general, about why did closet doors ever have locks in the first place? Like, what
Mhm.
are humans always trying to hide something?
Hmm. Yeah.
Some guy that was like his business was building closet doors was like, I bet people would really love a lock on this closet door. I bet people are hiding a lot of stuff.
I have no closet door, and I feel like
I'm not even talking about
locks-
emotions. I'm talking about things like physical things.
Oh, well, tell us more about that.
Yeah. This is an
No,
interesting
that's all. I'm
theory.
just thinking about this guy that like that was like built the first closet door and then had an idea to put a lock on it. Maybe he
Well-
didn't. Maybe he was just like offered a lock, and everybody's like, 90% of his customers were like, "I'll take that lock, sir."
Well, people think that their stuff is more valuable probably than it actually is. So it would make sense to want to protect it. Like, or like you would think like if somebody was breaking into your house, you would hide in the closet. Like that would be a place where you would hide.
You know who
Right.
who can give us some insight on like locks and locking things and that sort of thing? Former Endless Ranters guest. We had remember Josh Rosenberg? He was
Mhm.
yeah, he's an asshole. He's participated in Corolla events, Guac, I think former champion. He worked at a store where they sold safes, like actual big heavy duty safes, and like to celebrities and regular people and stuff like that. Yeah, people like to lock things and hide things.
How did that work out for Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee?
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about closet doors, though.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, maybe for hide and seek,
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Yeah.
Women have bags. Maybe they hide their toys. I don't know. Women have things that they
Toys,
put in
huh?
their closet.
Humans,
Shoes,
man, they're up to something.
they're up to
They're
something.
just up to no good all the
Shady
time,
shit.
aren't they?
Yeah.
They're always up to something.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next question for the week. Next week, women, what do you hide in your closet?
Purses.
Yeah.
I have a cupboard that I hide stuff in. Like the stuff
What do you
that I-
hide? And also, what do you hide in your emotional closet? Don't. I was just gonna, if you could add the Law and Order. Don't. You know what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah. Dun, dun.
There's crimes going on here. Is what I'm implying here.
That noise is made every time they change locations.
really?
That's what that noise is. It's a
Mm.
location change. I used to I
never
taught
made that
myself how to
connection.
knit. I taught myself how to knit, and it's a location change. Just, random, whatever. Sorry.
No, it's all
I'll
good.
tell you, I have not watched Law and Order or any of their eight other series in a long, long time, but it's a part of me.
It is.
So yeah,
I
there
think
were
it's a part of
there was
everybody.
yeah, there was a time where I was like, I knew exactly when the commercial breaks would be to the
Yes.
minute, and I knew like in this segment what part of the story that we're going to cover, like the court motions or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh
I
yeah,
could guess the killer within the first 10 minutes of every episode.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Eventually.
it's so obvious.
but like from like minute 45 to minute 49, that was the section that we're going to do all the court motions that were like really like that everything hinged on these court motions and the motion to dismiss
Yes.
and the motion to
I'm in the SVU where they're doing the wild shit in the first 10 minutes. But yeah.
Wow.
Do you remember the criminal intent with that weird guy? What was his name?
Is it D'Onofrio?
Yeah, it was like-
Yes.
Oh.
I love him.
He's
So
good.
I do remember that.
spooky.
I do remember that.
That was a good series. I wish
I was going to say Henry Rollins.
he
Henry,
might have been on one or two.
he probably was, but
Had
there's
to have
just
been.
a matter of time where there's just like a Law and Order Henry Rollins, and he's the lead detective and the judge.
It'd be the most intense fucking show ever. Eyes always just bulging at you.
He's an intense dude.
Yeah.
I remember
seriously.
like the first time I heard of him and like I saw him because that wasn't my music at the time, whatever band he was in.
Black Flag.
Yeah. He was on the show with like David Letterman, and he was like,
Oh.
he was like, you know what I hate, Dave? I hate people that lie. I was like, wow, that's intense. Like, I don't like lies either, but like,
Same.
I don't
He's
feel like
passionate about it.
I
I
don't
feel
feel
like
I
that
don't feel
too.
that strongly about it. Like, man, this guy is something.
Yeah.
But that's like the memory of how Henry Rollins like. So yeah, Law and Order Henry Rollins version, where he's
Alright.
the lead detective and the lead
He's-
attorney
He's probably available. you
and the
know?
defense attorney
Oh, he's
and
all
the
good.
judge
And the rapist.
and the sassy bailiff.
The sassy bailiff. He's pulling an Eddie Murphy doing all the roles.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
love
he's
that.
farting at the dinner table.
Manny, are you rolling a joint? Robbie's looking at the internet. What are you guys doing?
No, I'm not rolling a joint. I was just trying to see if I could find another thing to.
Yeah,
another
we're talking about
question.
Quora.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that
Got
what we're talking
my
QUORA.com.
Yeah.
It's kind of like well, there's different questions and random. I want to see how it's like dear what is it, dear Abby?
Abby.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of shit like that.
yeah.
This is a random ass one.
I didn't know that Quora got into like these like deep philosophical questions. I thought it was more every time I've been there, it's been like a more of
What
a
actor
technical
was-
question. Like,
No, they got all kinds of different genres, whatever interests you should say.
I didn't realize there was another website where I could contribute my parenting expertise.
You should go raid Quora and just bombard them
Yeah.
with your expertise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Be like, I feel I have much I can contribute to your site.
Oh yeah,
Let's work on something here.
that's what I felt about Breaking Points, their Facebook group. And then they're like, yeah, you got to go. They kicked me out. Felt like I could contribute.
All right.
Yeah.
I have another one that might resonate with Chris since he's the overachieving Asian dad. My 14-year-old daughter got a B on a report card for the second time. I told her the first time if it happened again, I would take away her phone until the following school year. Should I have done anything more?
Well, it depends what daughter. Guys, I got two, and they're very different.
Your favorite one?
One,
The
I would be
favorite.
like, I'd be like, you need to do better,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one would be like, this. What is up with this teacher? Why is this teacher against you? And I'm coming to school Monday. And there's going to be a scene, and then she's like, no. I don't know. It depends which one. Yeah, like I think a B is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And part of my whole philosophy is like the school learning and the school grades is part of life, but don't get wrapped up in it. Like there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Like we all know there's a lot more that you're not going to get from public education or whatever.
If I had only known that as a child, as an adolescence, would have been so much better off.
Same here. Yeah, same here. So I don't know. I try to like talk to my kids about like I don't want to like turn them against the system or whatever, but and like make them too jaded, but like that there's different ways to measure things, and like what your teacher thinks is like it's important to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
But like, do you remember the name of your teacher last year? No. Like exactly. You don't remember the name of your third grade teacher when you're in the fifth grade, or like what I mean, like what they thought or whatever. And it's like, the reality is like they seem like these teachers seem like huge, but like in a few months you're never going to see them again.
For sure. All right, I got one more and then we'll wrap the show up. How should I punish my 24-year-old daughter who got married without permission?
I feel like I'm an expert in this.
Withhold love is always the answer. Withhold your love.
Oh man. Why do parents think that they have a say in their 24-year-old's life? That's the wildest. That's the wildest thing of 2022.
Depends if you're paying for anything.
Yeah, I guess that's
because like young people do get themselves in situations where they're taking money, so it's like
right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm glad my kids are sufficient, but yeah.
Like it is true that like just because your mom, like I know people like just because your parents are helping you, technically it doesn't mean they have a say in your love life or whatever. But there is a psychology there where like the recipient does feel like maybe they do have a say, like because
yeah.
So yeah, it's
yeah. That's
I love it. Yeah, this segment is going to be quickly becoming one of my favorite. There's a lot of weirdos out there.
They're so weird, and the things that they want to talk about and they're so upset about online. It's wild.
Yes, it's going to be great.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I like looking at Twitter, Facebook, and seeing the opinions of like strangers or whatever, but I would never solicit them.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Why would I invite that madness into my life?
But I'm not sure if that makes me any better.
Yeah.
Because I just admitted that I am looking at it. So I just admitted that I think I'm better, but I'm no better. I'm actually worse.
Part of the problem, goddammit.
Than the people that like are like putting themselves out there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But you can't judge. Especially when I'm wrong.
Judge. We should judge, but we can't judge.
Especially when I'm wrong. There will be no judging whatsoever.
Oh boy.
All right.
Well, good sirs.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to call it a wrap. Robbie, it's good to have you back.
Thank you,
Robbie,
everybody.
you might be a dad in the next week. We're probably not going to see you next week either because you have family.
Yeah,
right?
you're in the period where it's like any day.
Rip the Band-Aid off, Robbie.
Yeah, he's
every time Robbie's phone buzzes, he's like, "Oh fuck!" he's grabbing his go bag.
Oh yeah, I already told her that it's when
crashing through a glass window, like shoulder rolling through a glass window.
She's gonna say, "How it's time." Okay, great. Where's the bag? Okay, awesome.
He's like,
my bag, your bag. Then I'm driving, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's my wife?
Yeah, he's jumping into a cab, like we're about to go into labor, and the guy's like, "What?
Ooh. What? Who?
Oh, you're one of those San Franciscoans." They're like, "Okay, sir. Yes, you are about to go into labor."
Yes, the local.
What clinic should I drive you to? Which ward?
Ward,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Should I drop you off at?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, any day now. Yeah, like you're like every buzz, every notification is like, oh no.
Yeah.
But you got it handled because it's like there's something like when you imagine that situation, you're like, oh my God. But then when you're in that situation, you're like, I got this, man.
Yeah. I already told her I'm going to do what I got to do. And I'm picking up overtime. I'm working a lot. I've been coming in really early, staying late, all that
Working
stuff.
on Saturday.
Yeah, working on Saturday.
Doing fire drills
Yeah.
on Saturdays.
That's right.
If I got to
yeah.
drive my car through the emergency room door to get you
So
into the
deep.
room, like I will.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on.
I'll do it.
Dad of the year.
Yeah,
That's
gotta
you.
do it. So, but
Well,
thanks. Yeah,
congratulations in advance, and you better send a text message like so we can be on baby watch when it's going down.
Yeah,
I
that's
would say no. Let's remove some of the pressure from my boy.
I'm
Like
gonna put it on next door.
you have a 24-hour grace period from the moment that baby pops out. Like if there's a
No,
I
I'm
want to see
saying, like,
I want to
during,
see a
like,
birth
the labor.
certificate with a time, and if you don't let us know within 24 hours, hell to pay. But you got 24 hours,
Yeah.
Don't feel the need to text us or whatever. But
No, do
Yeah.
feel the need. Feel the need.
You know what's funny?
The need
my,
for speed.
my friend Celeste,
feel the need, but don't feel like
who
it's a
wanted to meet Quana.
requirement.
She said that she said, "Oh, you better text me when you're on your way to the hospital." I'm like, really? Don't you think that's kind of weird? She goes, no. All my best friends have done it, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah. Well, tell
Yeah.
Celeste to text me after
Hi,
you text
Celeste.
her.
we'll do.
Celeste,
We'll
give
do.
her my number.
Oh, okay.
It's easy. It's an
All
easy
right.
one.
We'll do.
Okay.
I'll probably just know.
Oh yeah, because you're like
Uh,
vibing. Yeah. Through
There's
the
bees.
moon.
There's bees in San Francisco.
The
Yeah.
whole ass vibe.
Yeah.
There's bees out there, and there's a network.
Oh, there's bees.
It's an Internet of Bees, IOB.
yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Yep.
Quick shout out to the Swamp Boys in the comment section. I don't know who you are, but thanks for
Yeah.
watching. Shout out to
Yeah.
Hi Hat. What up, Hi Hat, Laura?
Oh,
Swamp Boys. I like the
Laura.
sound of Swamp Boys.
Who's the
Yeah.
Swamp Boys?
They were showing some love in the comment section, so just
Laura's
acknowledging it.
there.
Yeah, and everybody
Love
else in
Laura. Hi, Laura.
Tommy Shenanigans, Monk, Hi Hat, Kai, all y'all that were keeping hanging out with us.
Anna.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right on.
Mhm.
All the international viewers and listeners as well.
Keep supporting.
The Russians
Yay.
and the Ukrainians and
We had Hyatt's going to
Japanese.
come on one of these days before we all die.
Yeah.
It was episode 50. It was episode 100. I would say it's 150. Yeah,
Oh.
one of these days, Hyatt's going to come on.
She
Maybe
should
the
just-
episode that we
You know
have.
what? I
Adam
wish she would
Carolla
come to
on.
my house and she could sit right here by the fire.
She's going to get just drunk enough.
Mhm.
She's a
Click that-
lady, sir.
Click that OK
She
button.
is a classy lady.
That likes to
course.
get classily drunk.
What?
On fine
Anyway.
liquors. Fine liquors,
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's not getting drunk on Mad Dog,
some shit if she did.
drunk on White Claws and White Claw Surges.
Oh my god.
I had an experience with White Claw Surges. I don't know if I talked
Discuss
about that
next
before.
week.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold it for
Yeah.
next week.
Write it down.
Sneak up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give you the energy to feel like a
It is like that. Yeah.
raped ape, as the pard would say.
A what?
Nothing. Anyway,
All right.
that's it for tonight, everybody. Get it on.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we really appreciate it. And feel a little robotic, but yeah, we love you, and I love you guys on screen right here. Everybody in the chat, really
Right back
appreciate
at you. Much
it.
love to
Thanks for
everyone.
listening. Get it on.
Got to get it on.
No
Get it on,
choice.
everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Happy Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Good night or good evening.
Wherever you are.
Good morning.
Chris is yawning. It's the red wine.
If there's
Sounds
something
out
where
of
it's
it.
like I can go to bed or I can take it to another level.
Party
Yeah.
all night long. It could go either way.
Man, I gotta work tomorrow.
I don't think I
too,
have to get up.
so-
I don't have to get up early. My son is in the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Oh yeah, the Little League Super Bowl.
Amazing.
U10 FFL. FFL U10 Super Bowl tomorrow at like the high school stadium under the lights.
Oh my God. That's so exciting.
It really is. I'm like,
What time is it at?
I'm worried. 5:00.
Oh my God. That's so exciting. It's going to be dark. Oh, so exciting, Chris.
It's gonna be getting dark. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be like 40.
So fun. Ah, man.
I'm worried. I'm worried. They won their game last week. Did I say, I don't know, 16-6 or 16-10 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a really close, like real nail biter at the end. So it was like really stressful.
It's so
So now they're in the Super
fun.
Bowl, and it's like he's either going to be elated or just devastated.
Oh,
But that's part of
Yeah.
life, I guess. You know.
it is. It is. I'm thinking about like when Kylie was in high school and we would watch the boys play football and it was exciting, but we didn't really have any skin in the game. But then I think about when Kylie would play soccer and there was skin in the game, because if your kid loses, it's fucking devastating for the whole weekend.
Yeah. But at the same time, they're like kids are like very resilient. You know what I mean? They'll be devastated, and then like 2 hours later they'll find something to be really positive about, you know.
That's good. That's good.
So
We played, I mean, you know, when Kylie was little, they only had flip phones, so there was nothing really to be excited about outside of just like you had to suck it up for the next week or whatever.
last year my son won the pancake title, which is like how many times you put somebody on their back,
Ooh.
Nice.
and he got a bunch of gift cards. Like
I love it.
crazy amount of gift cards, like to like Amazon, like IHOP.
From the coach, like just from the
From the team, yeah, like the team pulled
That's
pulled money,
great.
whatever. So like that's I think he's gonna get it this year too. So
I
like
love that.
he'll win that, and that'll, like, if they lose, that'll make up for the fact
He'll
that
still get that. That's awesome. We used to give Kylie money for red cards. Like in soccer, they pull to different colors. The red card, like you're a little bit, you got a
bad,
little in it.
Oh,
For a
that's the kind
second
of she's a
there.
dirty player.
She was, yeah.
She's the Brittany Griner of youth soccer.
Oh my gosh, she was so good. Oh, she was so good.
Shout out
so
to Brittany
fun.
Griner. Not that she
Yeah.
has any access to the internet or any podcast at all, any kind of freedom,
Yeah,
but
just
she's
bring
like
her right in.
she's like slinging a pickaxe on a rock right now.
I heard that Ghislaine Maxwell's making friends in the Florida penitentiary. Like they're
Oh yeah, she's number one. She's the top
Yeah.
dog in her prison. She's like really popular.
the top
Damn.
dog.
Who would have thunk that all the women in prison are like fans of human trafficking? You know,
Well,
weird,
maybe they
right?
see her
have
for
respect, have mad respect for
the.
female pimps. Who'd have thought?
Aw.
Yeah,
Poor
she's like making friends with murderers.
Oh
Crazy.
boy.
It'd been awesome if her and what's her name? The fancy lady that does a cooking show.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
It'd be awesome if they were in the prison at the same time. It was like
I
an East
mean-
Coast, West Coast thing. Like
Martha said it was like it was like good for her. Like it made her better. Did you change out the shark picture on your wall?
She did some healing.
that's kind of like when I went asked over
He
tea kettle
did.
on my.
Or maybe they, oh no, he moved it. It's been
Move your
it's
head.
over.
Move your head, Christopher.
It's to his left over his
You know
right.
I'm talking to you. Oh no, it's gone. The shark picture's gone.
No, it's
Jaws.
still
was-
there.
that
It's
was-
on the other.
That
It's
was like 2 weeks ago.
Jaws is gone. No,
it's
it
still
wasn't.
there. It's just in a different location. I can see it there over his shoulder.
I switched them out last week, and I also talked about it
No, you didn't. I listened to the show today. You did not talk about it.
in the happy hour. I talked about
No,
it.
you didn't.
I don't know. I was telling. I got a inner
He
monologue
said I
that just
was
like I got an inner monologue that's just like insane.
You think you tell people, but oh, okay, yeah.
Like you have, Manny, you have no idea what kind of conversations you haven't been a part of that you thought that I thought you were.
Is that why my ears have been burning? Okay, that makes
Uh-huh.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
I was
maybe that
my wife had the same thing because I was like, I didn't tell you about that. She's like, no. I was like, I feel like I talked to you about that 100 times. She's like, you never talked to me about that.
Yeah.
your wife is just like, I married a lunatic.
She's like 2 days
Word.
away from figuring that out. Like
All right.
one more epiphany away.
She can only blame herself. At
Right.
this
All right, guys,
point, she's like,
I gotta
"God damn
go."
it.
At
He
that
was
point,
gone
like
and now he's
anybody-
All right,
back."
Robbie.
Ah,
Anybody that's like,
you guys.
Take it easy,
Anybody-
Rob.
I love you, bro. See you.
Hey, I
Good
love
luck,
you guys too.
Robbie. It's coming.
Good night.
Stay calm.
We'll
Bring
do.
snacks.
We'll snacks. We'll
Just bring
do.
your snacks every day from now until then. Just bring snacks.
I have a backpack that's
and a
cooler.
push gift. Do you have a push gift?
Push gift. No.
Brother, you better fucking buy a push gift.
Okay.
Like a Gucci bag,
Oh,
wallet.
shoot. Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm not playing.
All right.
She's fancy. You better
What about Coach?
fi-
She is.
You
She
better
doesn't even
figure out
like
a push
Coach.
gift for her
She's-
mom, so her mom knows that you're like that guy.
Oh
Robbie.
man. Okay.
Robbie.
My advice would be to like don't
Push
set
gift.
the bar. Don't set the bar too high.
What
Right.
bar? How many more kids are they gonna have?
5.
Come on, Robbie Spotlight here. It's infinite.
Maybe one more, but I don't know. We've talked about it. It could happen, but maybe not. Probably
Well,
not.
You have to
They
save
could,
up
they,
for your
they
next
could be
push
like,
gift.
let's go for
Then,
one
brother,
more,
go
and then
big
they
or
have
go
like
home. This is your baby girl.
Yeah.
they
Better
could
go to
be like, let's
Tiffany,
go for
brother.
one more, and then
Tiffany.
they have quintuplets.
Yeah. You know, she just told me a few days ago. She said,
Robbie, don't
we've
embarrass
been-
her in front of her friends. You better get a push gift.
okay, I didn't
She's
even
pushing
know.
your big-headed baby out of her body.
This is bullshit. Her friends are not going to be in the room.
Yeah.
But they're gonna know that she didn't get a push gift.
All right. I'm gonna green screen a push gift, and that way my friends see it.
Yeah.
You know, she just told me a couple of days ago that she said, "Can you believe that I've been pregnant most of the time we've been married?" Oh my god, I can believe it.
Believe it, son.
I'd be like,
Ooh.
my inner monologue would be like, why did she just say that? Like, what's the point of that statistic? Like,
Yeah. Like, I wonder if
what-
she can hear me thinking this.
Like, what is that? Is she angling for a push gift here? Like, what's
Yeah,
going on here?
exactly,
Like, why
yeah.
bring that? Why bring
Wow.
math into it?
I'm gonna get all the gift cards that I got for the baby shower and get a push gift.
All right, I'm also gonna bounce. I gotta wake up early.
All
for
right,
work
Get a
before I
push
get in
gift.
trouble,
You
yeah.
should get a push gift like a 80-inch flat screen TV.
Oh yes, and a PlayStation 5.
Yeah,
Great
No.
Gucci one.
Spend at least as much as you spend on 3
Yeah.
pairs of sneakers.
they got
Oh.
Gucci. They got Gucci
I got
wraps for
receipts.
Xboxes.
Yeah. All right.
All right, love you guys.
All right.
Good night.
Love
Yep.
you.
Bye.
Have a good one.